Hello students, welcome back to the class. How will you know whether you can walk all the way to your school or whether you will need to take a bus or a auto rickshaw to reach your school? It is often important to know how far a place is so that we can have an idea how we are going to reach that place, whether to walk or to take a bus or to take auto rickshaw. Sometimes there are objects whose length or width we need to know. In ancient time, there were two students who were often fighting for the space. They were using a single desk, and often there was a fight between them. So, what happened? The teacher told them, okay, I will divide the table and give. They were very fond of playing with danda and gilli. Look at this picture. This is called danda and gilli, one long stick and one short stick. So they brought one danda and gilli, and the teacher was measuring the table. Look at this. So first time when she measured, it was exactly one danda and one gilli. See the middle, there's a line, and this side also one danda and one gilli. So both the students were very happy, and they were going on like this for some days. But after some time, what happened? The lines gets wiped out. So again, they started fighting. So the teacher told, okay, bring your danda and gilli. So now this time they brought a new danda and gilli. See what happened when the teacher was measuring. One side she kept one danda and gilli, but other side she was not able to place it exactly how, because now this time this danda and gilli's length was a bit high with too much. So she was not able to measure it exactly to half. So what is the other option? The teacher told, okay, bring a string. Let's try to divide the table into two half using a string. So they were trying to use a string, one full string they will take, and then cut the full string, then fold the string into exactly two half, that is 1/2. Then measure. If you need it again, fold that into two half, then become 1/4. If you need again, you can fold that into two half, it become 1/8. So they were very happy. The teacher divided the table exactly into two half by measuring using this idea. Now, in our day-to-day life, there are many occasions when we come across measurements. Now, for example, look at this. While making a curry, this is palak paneer. While making curry, here sometime mostly your mother will be using the estimation. She may not measure all the time. She looking at the quantity, she'll decide, okay, this much. Sometime what happened, the salt may increase. Sometimes the salt may be less, and through practice she may get more or less the correct amount of quantity. So this is called estimation, but in all the cases estimation will not work out. Look at this. Supposing if you want to make chai, a good tea, then you need the right estimation. So there you will measure. See, this is a measuring jar. There you measure whether it's 1 cup or 2 cup, how much quantity you need. Now look at this. This is supposing if you want to make a cake, then there you need correct measurement. So here you see this is called measuring cup. So using measuring cup, you will measure things. Only then you get the perfection in whatever you are making. Now look at this. This is called measuring tools. The spoons and cup again. These are used for measuring quantities. Now here, this instrument is called measuring tape. A carpenter used this for measuring the length and width of a table or any other wooden objects. Now here you can see carpenter measuring the length using a measuring tape. Now look at this. This is actually the measuring tape. Using this, you can measure accurately the length and width of anything. Now here, if a tailor want to stitch different type of clothes, there he needs the right measurement when length of the hand, length of the circumference of the body, all this. For this he use a tape, and see here you can see the lady. measuring the chest and the different sizes using the measuring tape. Now, not only there, even farmers for doing cultivation, he has to measure the length and the width of the field and then decide how much seeds are required, how much water is required, and how many workers are required. So all the calculation is done based on this measurement. Here you see, only then he can have a wonderful cultivation. He has to calculate after doing the measurement. He has to sit and calculate and then start with the work. Now here in olden days, students were not only students, even elders, they were using hand span. You know, the distance between the thumb to the little finger is one hand span. So using the hand span, you can measure the length of the table and the width of the table. So let's do some activity. Even now in our class, you can just measure and see the length of the table and the width. Look at this. This is actually activity. Write the name of some students, length of the classroom, width of the classroom. For this, you have to use your foot. Using your foot length, see how many foots of length that the classroom is, and again walk the sideway, find out how many foot the width is. So when you try with different student, you will understand it varies from person to person. Look at this. When you measure the width of the table using hand span, number of hand span, see for Reshma it is 2 quarter, for Anita it is 2, again Shilpa 2 quarter, for Shiba it is 2. So it varies from person to person. That is because the body part of each person varies. Whereas inch tape it is same all the time. There is no variation. But the body part of person seem to be vary from person to person. So for the sake of uniformity, what the scientists did, they all over the world, they have accepted a set of standard unit of measurement. So the system of unit now we use is known as International System of Unit or SI unit. So we come to the end of the class. Thank you, students. Please like, subscribe, and share. God bless you all.